Sheriff Todd Baxter, Madam District Attorney Sandra Doorley. My name is Chris Chichester. I live at 26 Sanders Farm Drive in Penfield. I'm demanding your public employee payrolls. You, Todd Baxter, are a public employee. You exist with taxpayer dollars. You, Sandra Doorley, are a public employee. You exist with taxpayer dollars. Every single employee below you exists with taxpayer dollars. Every single person at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office is there because of taxpayer dollars. Every single person at the Monroe County District Attorney's Office is there because of taxpayer dollars. Madam District Attorney Sandra Doorley, on November 1st, 2019, I mailed and emailed you Freedom of Information Law document, public employee payroll to the Monroe County District Attorney's Office. On November 4th, 2019, I sent you the same document, public employee payroll to the Monroe County District Attorney's Office. On November 8th, 2019, I sent you the same document, the public employee payroll for the Monroe County District Attorney's Office. That's only 3 times. 3 times. I sent you the public employee payroll FOIL. I received no reply. You, Todd Baxter, have received the FOIL over the last year 20 plus times, beginning on December 11th, 2018. December 11th, 2018 is the first time I sent you a FOIL for your public employee payroll. And I'm not going to read every one. December 11th. The language is the same. Public employee payroll for Monroe County Sheriff's Office. February 11th. February 11th. March 3rd, language is the same, demanding the public employee payroll. July 6th, skip ahead 4 months, and there's ones in between. July 6th. July 13th, followed up immediately. Nothing. Nothing. July 13th. And September 12th. Nothing. As my wonderful little guy walked behind me, I'll explain that real quickly. I walked my dog that I adopted from Lollipop Farm Humane Society in 2012 with beautiful, perfect Laura. So we go to Lollipop, and Laura and I are interviewed. And when I went to Lollipop, you have to establish character. That's why I have my wonderful little guy. That's why my wonderful little guy walked behind me. Because I have the character to adopt a dog. Laura and I wanted a dog because we wanted to give a dog nobody wanted a home. So I walked my dog 4,000 times behind my house here on this land that Layla Kumar and Nayraj Shah, these repulsive, disgusting parasites you have empowered to destroy my life, character, integrity, don't own. Because they don't have the documentation and proof ownership of that land alongside and behind my house. 4,000 times I've been back there. And one day the back window flies open and this overweight woman is screaming at me. I have no idea why she's screaming. This is how these people are. I'm going to tell you who you're with, Todd Baxter, with Little Kumar and Nayraj Shah. All I'm doing is walking my dog. Back window flies open. I don't know why this woman is screaming at me. I go over there to talk to them. Why are you screaming at me? Open up the door and there's this deuce in a hand sitting there. And she refuses to talk to me, so I leave. She refuses to talk. I get it. I leave. What I don't know is that Layla Kumar or Nayraj Shah already called your office, Todd the fascist stooge, and you're on your way to my house with animal control to seize my dog based on one phone call. So when I'm using words like extremist and lunatic fringe and attacking you with this language, this is why. So then I hear pounding on my door. Pounding. You don't just knock in a civil way. And there's this vicious confrontation demanding my dog. One phone call. And you're on your way to my house to seize my dog. What is wrong with you, Todd Baxter? What is wrong with your public employees? Why do you behave in such a repulsive, sickening manner? So, Sheriff Baxter, I have a picture of you here with your cat. And you're at your Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Here you are with your cat. Oh, and you're rubbing your cat here. This is a lovely picture of you, Sheriff Baxter. Rubbing your cat here in your tuxedo. And this is the day of your daughter's wedding. And there you are, playing with your cat. And after your daughter's wedding, you're going to talk to one of your Monroe County Sheriff employees. Here he is, Michael. It's Monroe County Sheriff employee Michael Corleone. He works under you, Todd. And you can identify Michael Corleone, your employee, when he's giving the kiss of death to Fredo Corleone. See, there he is, your employee. And here is Fredo Corleone. You can see he's getting ready to sell everybody out. That's what he's thinking about right here. Monroe County Sheriff Office employee Fredo Corleone is going to sell everybody out. And he, unfortunately, is going to get shot in the back of the head on a lake in Nevada. So that's going to be bad news for him. And then here we have Monroe County Sheriff Office employee Sonny Corleone. And, he likes to bite down on his hand here. You can see that, Todd. Todd, you like to bite down on your hand because you're a gangster. So you like to bite down on your hand there, too, Todd. And, you also like to bite the fingers here of Carlo. You see there you're biting the fingers there. This is what you do at your office every day, 130 South Plymouth Avenue. I'm sure you're going to be rehearsing that tomorrow morning when you get in, how to bite down on the fingers of your public employees. And I don't know how much they make. You should refuse to send me the payroll. And here you are again, Sheriff Baxter, outside your office at 130 South Plymouth Avenue in Rochester. Here you are, Sheriff Baxter, and you're displaying here the equanimity, the professionalism that's required of every employee at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. This is the type of leadership that is required of your employees in Rochester every day. So now, Sheriff Baxter, I sent you an email on June 14, 2019, and it's addressed to Michael Rather, W today on SL Birdie. And I don't know W's first name because I don't have the payroll, and I don't know S's first name because I don't have the payroll. And Michael Radler is a double dipper because he was a Monroe County Sheriff employee for 20 years and then he retired. And then you rehired him as an assistant because you're paying Michael Radler off. Michael Radler's a double dipper. Michael Radler has 2 paychecks. This is what you're doing, Todd Baxter. What does Michael Radler do at the office every day? What are his responsibilities? Because I've been demanding the payroll from him directly for a year. Every single time he ignored it. He is the public employee responsible for dealing with demands or requests for information from the public. Am I not right? And he refuses to disclose the public employee payroll. So, this is the email I sent to you. Through Michael Radler, I don't know his salary. W Tadeo, I don't know his first name or salary. And S.L. Birdie, I don't know his first name or salary. Are we having a problem here understanding the English language of the Freedom of Information Law document? I'll tell you the key word, law. I will tell you why I demand this public information. That is the attached PDF. Tax dollars pay the salaries at your sheriff's office and jail. It is, wait for it, public information. Capiche? You exist to violate my Constitution and civil rights because the taxpayer dollars. Without those taxpayer dollars, you possess the same power to bridge my rights as a teenage cashier at your Wegmans headquarters. You will continue to receive a FOIL for your public employees' salaries. You will continue to refuse to disclose. That's exactly right. You continue to refuse to disclose. Now, Sheriff Baxter, I'm very concerned about this Monroe County Sheriff employee, Ted, here. Now, you need to call Ted into your office because he has an obsession with circuit boards and wiring. All right, so Monroe County Sheriff employee Ted Kaczynski could be a possible problem. Okay, so you need to call Monroe County Sheriff employee Ted Kaczynski into your office and counsel him about this obsession he has with circuit boards and wiring, because he could be a problem. All right, and he also appears on Saturday Night Live. Here he is, Monroe County Sheriff employee Ted Kaczynski on Saturday Night Live. So he's moonlighting, Sheriff Baxter. So you need to talk to him about that fascination he has with the circuit boards and wiring, and you need to tell him to also stop that moonlighting. All right, and I'm also concerned about this individual here as well, Sheriff Baxter. This is Monroe County Sheriff employee Elmer Fudd. And Monroe County Sheriff Office employee Elmer Fudd has a rubber rifle, and this weapon is not going to function on the job for him when he's abridging the civil and constitutional rights of innocent New Yorkers like me. And Monroe County Sheriff employee Elmer Fudd also has this hat that could possibly obstruct his vision when he's on the job. So you need to talk to Monroe County Sheriff employee Elmer Fudd about the lack of professionalism here with his uniform and with his rubber rifle. Okay? And Sheriff Baxter, I'm concerned because you let 8 months pregnant Aaliyah Burden escape from Strong, and how you let a pregnant woman escape from your custody is just total incompetence. And you also let Demi Moore escape from your custody too, because she's an innocent woman, and you arrested her, and she was in your jail as an innocent woman. And you like arresting innocent citizens and throwing them in your jail. So here she was. She was in jail there with Aaliyah Burden too, and she escaped too, just like Aaliyah Burden. All right, so yeah, you had two escapees, and it's a good thing that she didn't give birth when she escaped, because they knew Todd the fascist stooge would have been responsible for two escapees. Okay, now Sheriff Baxter, I have a picture here of you talking to your Monroe County Sheriff employees recently, and I'm concerned about your excitability on the job. And I must caution you that when you're talking to your Monroe County Sheriff employees, you need to display the professionalism, the decorum that's required of a leader. And here you are, Sheriff Baxter, and I must say that you don't have the professionalism and the decorum required of a leader here. You got your fist up in the air here. You look like you're really going berserk. You're screaming here in your original language of German. All right, Sheriff Baxter. So, there's something going on here, 130 South Plymouth Avenue, when you're addressing your public employees. And I don't know how much your public employees make to abridge my civil and constitutional rights because you refuse to send me the payroll. So, Sheriff Baxter, I'm concerned too about your belt you're wearing here, because you don't know how to wear your belt. Why do you have your belt way up here, high, right in the middle of your chest, right here, Sheriff Baxter, on your uniform? That's really bizarre here, Sheriff Baxter. And you got this like little crucifix here going here on the side of your uniform. I don't quite get that because you're not religious. Because if you were religious, you would understand right, wrong, and truth and justice. And you don't understand right, wrong, truth, and justice. So you got like this fake religious medal here and this armband here on your left arm. What exactly is that there? What is that? I don't quite know what that symbol is there. Did you make that up? Did you invent that symbol there? Because I don't quite know what the hell that is. I mean, you just came up with this concoction. You were sitting around in your office one day, and you decided you were going to have this armband here, which going, like this, and then like that. I don't know. Did Mel Brooks consult with you on this here before you designed this armband for the Monroe County Sheriff Office employees? Because I don't quite understand what that means. You do, of course, because you're a whack job. And only a whack job would wear that on his arm. So I'm very concerned about what's going on there. And now, Madam District Attorney Sandra Doorley, as your prosecutor, stood in Penfield Town Court and said not one word at that podium as I'm an innocent man and I'll off to Monroe County Jail I go. I'm concerned about you as well, Madam District Attorney, because you're obviously lonely. And I'm concerned that you're going down to New York City and you're stalking Dan Gallagher. And wherever Dan Gallagher goes, there you are. I mean, he goes to work. Dan Gallagher's at work and you're at work. And then he leaves and he'll go to pick up his kids at school. And you, Madam District Attorney Sandra Doorley, are right there stalking Dan Gallagher when he's there with his kids. And then he goes to work out at the gym. And then you're following him to the gym. And you're taking pictures of him at the gym, and then he goes to get something to eat, and there you are right outside the restaurant watching him eat. So, Madam District Attorney, I'm very concerned about you stalking Dan Gallagher in New York City and spending all your time in New York City. And I have a photograph of you here, Madam District Attorney. You know, here you are in your nightgown here. And Madam District Attorney, I'm also concerned about, with your crazy town hair, Sandra. I mean, what is going on with your crazy town hair here? I mean, do you have a hairdresser at 47 South Fitzhugh in Rochester that does your crazy town hair for you? I mean, when you sit down in your chair, your obstruction of justice chair, I mean, do you tell your hairdresser, just make it as crazy as possible, really go berserk? I really want to look like a psychopath. I mean, what's going on? And I'm very concerned about this look on your face you got here, Madam District Attorney. I mean, what's going through your mind here? I mean, what are you thinking here? I mean, you look awful lonely here, and you got your nightgown going on here. I don't know what the heck is going on here. This is a complete train wreck. Going here, Madam District Attorney. So, and since you are a complete train wreck, you're going to have to take Amtrak to get back to Rochester from New York City. And when you do, don't be wearing, your nightgown and, fix your crazy town hair on normal, okay? Madam District Attorney, so I'm very concerned about you. And I'll call a psychiatrist for you when you get back. And Madam District Attorney, I'm demanding to know the name of the female prosecutor who stands in Penfield Town Court and says not one word as I'm delivered to Monroe County Jail, because I'm an innocent man. I've never committed a crime. So I stand in front of John P. Lomenzo Jr. because Todd Baxter rings me up on criminal contempt for standing in the corner of a parking lot. I go outside, this constant cutting of the grass. These parasites from Brock Hollow Tree and Lawn Care are suddenly here, and they like to take their tractor and go alongside my house and get the land behind my house that has no ownership. It's ridiculous. They come in whenever they want, 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, 6 o'clock in the morning during the week, and they're on land that has no ownership. And if you're on land that has no ownership, you shouldn't be on that land. It's that simple. So I go out there one day. I'm out there for 30 seconds. I say they don't own that land. I walk in my house. That's all I did. Walk outside. They don't own that land. I go back in my house. Well, Steve Desmond of this grass-cutting racket, Brock Hollow Tree and Lawn Care, knows I'm going to come out of my house, and he calls the sergeant at the Panoramic Trail office, and 6 of these fags are on my front lawn just for being outside for 30 seconds, standing on Sanders Farm Drive where I live. I'm on the video of the camera that Todd Baxter affixed to 2025 Penfield Road because he wants to nail me to the wall for walking through that parking lot. And there it is right there. That's the camera I was on, Sheriff Baxter, so you can continue to lie about that. You bought that camera. You installed it. I was on the video. It was on the phone of your public employee when your 6 public employees converged upon me for standing outside for 30 seconds to tell this toothless grass-cutting loser that Nairaj and Layla Kumar Shah don't own the land alongside my house, and they don't own the land alongside my house because they don't have the required documentation. So what the fuck are you doing here with your fanatics for me being outside for 30 seconds? This is not criminal contempt, and only in delusional Baxter world is this concoction criminal contempt. So that's how he rings me up for criminal contempt. Then I go to the gym. I'm at the back of the gym at PW Fitness, which is across from Wegmans on Penfield Road. It's now out of business. I'm doing 3 sets of 10. There's hardly anybody there. Up walks to me the gym psychopath, Jermaine Benman. He goes like this. He doesn't say anything to me. I'm on the bench press. I'm not getting off because he goes like this to me. He can't even talk, this guy. And I lean back to continue the exercise because I'm doing the exercise. I'm in the process of doing the exercise. So I lean back now. I'm on my back. I'm about to begin the exercise. And Benman walks over to me. He straddles me. He stands over me. And I begin to rise up. And I see Benman's small penis. And he has a small penis like you, Todd. And he punches down like this. My head snaps back. My hand prevents me from landing on the floor. And what I should have done to prevent what's going to happen to me, because I can still handle myself at 54, I should have grabbed Benman by the throat. I should have attacked Benman by kicking him in the balls, gouging him in the eyes, starting a fight with him because I would have been in the defense of myself after this guy attacked me. And I now know, as I tell my friends and family, that I could take a punch like a Muhammad Ali against George Foreman and Kinshasa Zaire in 1974. But I didn't start a fight with Benman, and I should have. Because if there's a fight at the gym, it's just a fight at the gym, and Andrew Reale doesn't have a chance to ring me up for harassment second. So I go outside after Reale rides, and Reale tells me to sit in his vehicle, which I do. And I'm watching Reale talk to Benman because Reale's coaching Benman what to say to me. I'm sitting in Andrew Reale's police vehicle, Sheriff Baxter. Sitting inside your taxpayer-subsidized vehicle, Sheriff Baxter. And Andrew Reale walks Jermaine Benman around to the side of the vehicle. He says to me, quote, "I want to press charges against you. I want to press charges against you." That's what he says to me. And that's how Andrew Reale concocts harassment second for me. Sitting in the back seat of Todd Baxter's Monroe County Sheriff vehicle. Who am I harassing? Todd Baxter and Sandra Doorley sitting in the back seat of a Monroe County Sheriff vehicle. I've asked Andrew Reale this. And you know what I get from him? Gertrude Stein said there's no there. There's no there with Andrew Reale. He is not there. And he should be fired immediately. Because I went to jail for this. There's no there with Andrew Reale. When I say to Andrew Reale, and I said this to him last week when I saw him, who am I harassing, Andrew? Sitting in the back seat of your vehicle. There's no there. He has no answer. And I say to him, you march Jermaine Benman around the side of the vehicle and you ring me up with this disgusting concoction harassment second. Who am I harassing, Andrew? There's no there. He's not there. Why is he still employed? You know why he's still employed, Todd Baxter? Because you have no standards of professionalism or morality at all. It's impossible to be fired from the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. You can do whatever you want. You do whatever you want, Monroe County, Todd Baxter. And you do whatever you want to innocent citizens. And Andrew Reale is proof positive of that. Ask Andrew Reale. Ask him. Who's Chris Chichester harassing? Ask Andrew Reale, Michael Radler, Kathleen Miller, S.O. Brody, W. Tadeo. Who's Chris Chichester harassing, Andrew? Because if I'm harassing someone, there's a victim. Is it Jermaine Benman? Is Jermaine Benman the victim? The guy who attacks me? If I'm harassing someone, if I'm guilty of harassment, hypothetically, if I'm guilty of harassment second, there's a victim. Who's the victim? Is it Jermaine Benman with his fucking fist on my throat? Michael Radler, return to sender. Payroll's in there, Michael Radler. So you arrest me for standing on that land, right? Nayraj and Layla Kumar Shah demanding that they prove they own that land. Refused. Layla Kumar and Nayraj Shah refused. Certified mail to Nayraj Shah. Oh, what you afraid? You can't prove you own that land, Nayraj. You own that land. Why don't you just walk over here and hand me the documentation? Nayraj, return to sender. So the Sally Roth tells me I'm going to be arrested because he knows you installed that what? He knows you installed what, Todd? The surveillance device, right? He knows you installed that surveillance device. So I certified mail to him. Because I'm walking through the parking lot one day, he tells me you're going to be arrested. I want to know who told him. Is it that sergeant at your Panorama Trail office? Is it the sergeant, Elliot? What's the name of the individual who told you I was going to be arrested? He refuses to open his mouth. You're planning this assault on my life, character, integrity. So, Sheriff Todd Baxter, June 15, 2019. I'm demanding the public employee payroll. I'm demanding other information from you. Refused. The sheriff of Monroe County refuses to open his mail from me. So I appear in front of John Lomenzo, who's releasing sexual predator Daniel DeLaus III in Penfield because he has a relationship with Daniel DeLaus II. He doesn't recuse himself from that case. Does that case sound familiar? Public employees at the Monroe County District Attorney's Office. Did one of you handle Daniel DeLaus III? Why is Daniel DeLaus III released in Penfield and then he's subsequently rearrested? Because Daniel DeLaus III is a child rapist. And the guy I have to appear in front of in Penfield Town Court, John P. Lomenzo Jr., is a child rapist protection racket, and he is 70 years old. What is a 70-year-old child rapist protection racket doing in Penfield Town Court? And I have to appear before him. So I'm deposited to Monroe County Jail as an innocent man without the prosecutor from Sandra Doorley's office saying one word. Not one sound, not one syllable comes from her mouth, and I'm demanding to know what her name is, and you, Sandra Doorley, were refusing to tell me her name. So I'm in jail. I have an envelope, and on the upper left-hand corner it says 130 Plymouth Avenue South, Rochester, New York, 14614. And I wrote a note on this letter that I have taped to the wall of my house. And it says, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.